Well, happy Friday afternoon. Although you're not going to get to this till Saturday, but it's actually Friday afternoon when I'm recording this because I am going to be busy tomorrow evening. I'm going to be over in North Platte, preparing to moderate their congregational meeting on Sunday. So this was my chance to get this done, and so you're getting this Saturday prayers and announcements on Friday. Well, you're getting it on Saturday, but it was from Friday, just so you know. This is where we are. Anyway, um, office hours. I am here most afternoons. I welcome your visits if you feel safe and comfortable. I ask that you please come in and visit me. If you are not comfortable, please give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. Or if you just want to call from me, just send me a text and let me know, and I will make sure that I call you. I do love to hear from all of you. Now, few announcements. Let's start with we had a session meeting on Monday night, and on Monday night, the session seriously discussed, as we have for the last few months, the possibility of meeting in person again inside, and decided that it was still too early to do that, that we were not comfortable, that we could make people safe. The events of this week, as most of you know, have confirmed that decision. And it is difficult. It is a very difficult decision to make when we are considering the safety of all of you, along with the fact that all of us want to be back in our sanctuary worshiping. The session more than anyone, me more than anyone, we want to be back to what normal was. But right now, it just does not feel safe to do that. We are looking at the possibility of having more outdoor worship services, but even that right now doesn't feel particularly secure. So we are working on this. Hopefully we will be able to gather again soon. Bear with us. It is difficult. These are difficult decisions to make to ensure that everyone is safe and that we can worship in the way that we want to. So please bear with us and know that your session and your pastor want to see you. We want to worship together, and we are doing the best we can through video and hopefully more outdoor services to make that happen. Now, I want to make you aware that Camp Kamika is having a barbecue. This is on August 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the camp. You may not know this, but Camp Kamika has gone from being a Methodist camp to being an ecumenical camp. So that's one of the reasons that Jill and I were invited to do that series on the fruits of the Spirit, on patience. Anyway, so we are helping in any way we can. Obviously, this has been a tough summer. They have had to cancel virtually everything that they were planning on doing this summer, which is very difficult for them financially. A free will offering will be taken at the barbecue. There will be a program as well as a meal. So if you can, go out and support them. It is, as most of you know, just an absolutely lovely setting. So if you have the opportunity, please help out Camp Kamika. An update on our camera system, which was one of the other big topics that we discussed at our session meeting. We now have the $15,000 that we need to put this together. And let me tell you how that came about. We got the $2,000 grant from the presbytery. We have received thus far $4,150 in donations from all of you. Thank you so much. In addition, Memorial Gifts contributed $3,950 towards this. And then session approved that $2,200 could come from the Children and Youth Fund, and $2,700 could come from the Mission Fund, giving us the total of $15,000. Now, I want to let you know that none of those funds, Memorial Gifts, the Children and Youth, and the Mission Outreach Fund, none of those have been depleted. They are not gone. We have not zeroed them out. This is not like we took all the money. I also want to let you know that if you were considering contributing to this, I encourage you to please do so, because anything that you give that goes above that $15,000, we're just going to take that money and we're going to put it back in the Mission Outreach Fund. We're going to put it back in the Children and Youth Fund so that those are even less depleted. Also, I want to let you know, if you have questions about this, This one of the difficulties with us not being in person is it's hard to describe what we're doing here. But if you have questions about what this is and how it's going to work, I would ask that you could please call me. You can also ask your, a session representative. Feel free to ask and talk to us about this, and I will happily answer any questions. And if you have objections, hopefully I can, allay your concerns about it. Anyway, please let me know if there's anything going on there. All right, this week's joys. First, I have to say, we've got a pair of grandparents who are just, there are no buttons left on any of their shirts. They're so bursting with pride. And this is because Dave and Susie Collins' grandson Peyton was informed this week that he had passed his MCAT exams, and Peyton is now very, very busy filling out applications to medical school. Congratulations to Peyton. And we are in a time where we desperately need caregivers, and this is a young man who feels called to do just that. And we are so proud of him, and of course, we're pretty happy for Dave and Susie also. Also, this week, I'm delayed, but it finally got here. Caitlin Clark is receiving her master's degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Congratulations, Caitlin, on a wonderful achievement, and so glad that you finally got the chance to walk. We also have birthday wishes. We want to send out our birthday wishes of joy to Don Soller on the 29th and Lori Clymer on the 30th. And happy anniversary to Keith and Sharon Graham on the 31st, and then Dennis and Mary Lou Clark on August 1st. Our prayer concerns, our ongoing prayer concerns, we continue to lift up Alan Dopp and his family. Alan continues to make progress, and we are so grateful. We continue to lift up Mark Bartels and Lois Shea, Leroy Osborne, Cindy Payton, and of course Susie Collins. Now I know that Mark Bartels and Cindy are both working really hard at rehab, and they're doing well. They are making progress, and we are so grateful for that. I also know that Susie continues to do very well in her work at Madonna. She is making great progress, and she knows that she is there to get better, and she's working very hard at that. Obviously, this week we add to the list Jim Franzen and Barb to our concerns, and we pray that he recovers very quickly and completely from COVID. He's doing pretty well. I talked to Barb this afternoon, and he felt up to making supper tonight. So that's a good sign, and we hope that continues. And we obviously continue to lift up all of the others in our community who have recently tested positive for COVID. There are several, and hopefully there won't be more, but there is a strong likelihood that there will be. And we also recognize, I hope, that this is an opportunity to help care for one another, to do that by physically distancing as much as we can, by not making unnecessary trips or joining unnecessary gatherings, and also by wearing our masks. And I know that they're a pain, but I think it's important that we do this for each other and for the love of our community and all the people in it. Thank you to everyone who has continued to give so generously to this church. You have inspired me, and you inspire all of us with your generosity during this time. I know it's hard to be away from church. I hope that you enjoy the video worship and the videos that I put out. It is a point of contact. It is an important point of contact that I am glad to continue and hope to continue, and I am looking forward to the day that we can join in person more often. But we're doing everything that we can, both in our outreach to this community and in our outreach to one another. So thank you for your continued support. And you can always send your contributions to, Post Office Box 194 right here in Gothenburg. Send it to Barb's attention, and we will thank you so much for your generosity and everything that you do for your church family. I think that's about it for this Friday. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you again soon. Bye now.